Snap.
We're gonna start over again.
Okay. Hello. This is Trevina Jefferson, a part of the Gift Mission, which is an initiative of Trepton Operations and HR Consulting. We specialize in fractional executive support for minority and women-owned businesses so that they can increase their capacity and have the confidence to rest, knowing that things are being implemented in their business. And with 20 years of nonprofit and educational administrative experience, we also support teacher recruitment and retention. Now, today we have a very special guest. It is Kachelle Roark of Chelle's Hot Seat. How are you, Kachelle?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
Great. So I just want to, we were trying to get live. We're live now. So I just wanted to ask you a little bit about who is Kachelle Roark?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So first and foremost, I'm going to say I'm a child of God, right? That's first and foremost. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a trichologist, cosmetologist by trade, a speaker and author. I have different elements to me. I'm a very bubbly person. I'm a kind person, pretty joyous. You know, one thing about me is that I'm going to smile regardless of what's happening. It's really rare that someone will not see me smile, but that's just innate to me. I remember I would get in trouble for smiling.
Yeah, I got in trouble for laughing. But I see that when I see you, it's like this radiance that comes out of you no matter where you are. Absolutely. I agree with that.
Yes. I remember when I was younger, right? I had a middle school teacher. The whole class got in trouble, so we had to attend Saturday school. Now, I'm like, I didn't do nothing, but of course, if one goes down, we all go down. So I remember we were standing in line and we had our books because we was on punishment. Had our books, had to hold them. And she looked at me and she's like, "You think this is funny?" I was like, "No," but with a smile on my face. But it's just my natural reaction, even when I'm nervous. It just comes out. I can't help
it. Okay, now tell me a little bit about, I understand you have some products that can really support folks with, with their hair, especially if it's dry or something like that. Tell me about this product, what it does, what brought you to this.
Okay, so the hair care line that I will be launching in 2024 is a revitalizing hair growth kit, and it all derived from a hair growth tea that I created back in 2021. So before I get into this hair growth tea, I just want to give you like a little bit of backstory of why. Why? So I'm a trichologist. And as a trichologist, I got to look at things in a holistic manner. For those who don't know what a trichologist is, and it's a lot.
It's a big word. I've been seeing. I'm so glad you're going to define it.
So a trichologist is a person who studies the scientific hair loss, scientific study to hair loss and scalp disorders with holistic solutions. Meaning we got to look at the medical, we got to look at the mental, emotional, the lifestyle, the nutrition to see why you're experiencing what you are experiencing to get to the root of the issue to then provide the solutions. Because honestly, you don't know what you don't know until you know, right? And what I like to say about trichologists is that we are master connectors. We are that gap between cosmetology and dermatology. Usually, as a hairstylist, you are that frontliner. You know when your client is experiencing hair loss and scalp disorders. You know when something is looking right and when something is not looking right. So the person who has taken the extra step to have those holistic solutions is the trichologist. So the hairstylist can only service at a certain point because usually hairstylists are doing the beautified, right? Some are into healthy hair care, which should be primary. The style is secondary, but the health of the hair is primary. But a lot of stylists, they just like, hey, we just gonna style this thing on up. No, it's hair care. It's hair care. So
You
as a
want your
trichologist, yes.
foundation to be right. Absolutely.
Absolutely. The foundation is essential, it's vital. It's vital. So yes, so the trichologist has the holistic solutions behind that. In 2017, is when I initially be wanted to become a trichologist. I kept seeing hair loss appear in my chair over and over and over again, but I didn't have a solution behind it. And I'm a person who loves solutions. I love to make people feel beautiful and look beautiful, capture the beauty inside and bow, place it on the outside. But I was limited. So I found a program, enrolled, but it was the right thing at the wrong time. So eventually, it would be that 2 years later that I would experience hair loss myself. So no longer was it just I wanted to be the solution for someone else, um, but I had to also be the solution for myself. I experienced the mental and emotional part behind it. It wasn't it was more than just hair. Although as a stylist, I know that it's more than just hair because I service so many women along the way.
Yeah.
It became more personal and more impactful, and there was another element that was unfolding with it. So in 2021, I became a certified trichologist and also created the hair growth tea that became the base of where we are going, where we are now, right? Had I had become a trichologist in 2017, this hair product line probably wouldn't be, because I had a client who was a herbalist who helped me understand and learn more about the different properties of the herbs to stimulate and activate the follicles to promote hair growth and increase the blood flow. So everything happened at its right timing, at its right timing. So that's how we got here. In 2023, which is
Mm-hmm.
this year,
Yep.
yeah, I decided to step back. I was listening to the feedback of my clients and my customers because it was yielding beautiful results, okay? But it just wasn't convenient. It wasn't convenient for them. So I analyzed, stepped back, formulated for so it could be a full line from the shampoo, the conditioner, the treatment to the vitamins that works inside out at a cellular level. Because hair growth is more than just on the outside. We got to go inward. And now, when
Right.
I talk about inward, now we get to the emotional, mental part of it all.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I was in the salon, when I was creating my programs for my custom programs for my ladies. One of the things that I would do to help them process the grievance of hair loss and go through it would be give them affirmation cards and help them unpack what's happening externally and internally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's making a lot of sense. Right now you're on a 30-day challenge using some of these cards. Is that right?
Yes, yes, we are doing our 30-day of inspiration using our solutions affirmation cards. It's 30
Mm-hmm.
days of life-giving affirmations, but I utilize them, say the affirmation of the day, and then give a message of the day because we unpack a lot. It's lighthearted at times, and then sometimes we can get a little bit deeper, of course, because you gotta go deep to uncover some things. You gotta uncover some things. Uproot and put something else in, some goodness in.
What have been some things some of your clients have said about, um, the line, combining it with, affirmations? What's been some of the things that they've said?
um, so my clients, they loved it. They love it because that's how I initially started with them in the salon.
Right.
So they're used to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what it has become is now it's become scalable because
Mm-hmm.
there's only so much that I can do from behind the chair. but there's more that I can do when I can capture the things that aided to the progress of my clients, mental, emotional, and physical, and put it out to more people to help more people.
Mm-hmm.
There's a quick little story. So I have so many stories when it comes to my ladies, and I just love each and every one of them. Um, but one in particular, she was experiencing what is considered CCCA, which is a scarring alopecia. And that's one of the things I like to do too. I like to educate my peoples along the way. Okay.
Right.
I just like to geek out, but sometimes you can't geek out. You got to lower it a little bit. So she was experiencing a scarring alopecia that's progressive. If you don't catch it, well, if you catch it soon, you can help it. If you don't, it's a little scarring, permanent hair loss. So one of the things that she was experiencing this for 5 years, right? And at the
Mm,
time, she was going through life, like life was happening.
right.
And during our sessions, as we were doing the hair growth tea and whatnot, we was unpacking, and she was becoming clear in areas of her life. Um, Again, she was unpacking as we are growing the hair and nourishing the hair, we are nourishing the soul, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what was beautiful to me is as her hair was progressing, she was progressing, and she eventually got out of a relationship that she had been in for over 10 years that wasn't servicing her anymore. Like it just was not compatible for her anymore. Now, that's the holistic thing to it. Now, did I encourage her to leave people? No. But as she's going along the process and we are helping the hair and restoring the heart, things are becoming more clear for her to make better decisions for her and to see her as who she really is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the stories.
All right. So this is all good. Now you're saying your line will come out in 2024. Um, how is it going to come out? Are you going to be doing demonstrations online? Are you going to sell online, sell in stores? Like what should we be looking for next?
Okay, so we are definitely e-commerce. The goal is to collaborate and partner with different salons for sure, because it's going to be salon grade quality because I'm a licensed professional. I'm not going to put anything out there that is not up to my standard. Um, so yeah, so you can see us in salons. That's the goal, of course, but mostly e-commerce. You'll be able to get it from our website, eventually from Amazon, and then the long-term goal is to be in actual retail stores
Mm-hmm.
across the US, and even I'm going to be bold, okay? Global,
Yeah. Yeah.
global.
I mean, there's certainly now with this particular product, is it for all hair types? Is it for certain hair types? Like, what would you say?
It's for all hair types. It
Okay.
definitely is. It's moisturizing. It's not drying. It activates the follicles. It's for all hair types.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not heavy because there are some products that are really heavy. I made sure that it's lightweight but penetrative.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And for example, I know one thing that I've battled with, people in my family have battled with, is like some excessive, dryness in certain areas,
Mhm.
which can cause some loss, like in the center of your head or in certain parts or whatnot. How would like a product like that serve folks that have like that, like really, dry hair and they're sort of lacking some moisture?
Okay. Um, so of course it will help topically because it's moisturizing the strands, but now we got to get to going inward.
Mm-hmm.
So the things that will help that, like just specific spots being like really dry, um, increase your water intake. We got to figure out also what foods do you need to consume? because hair growth starts from the inside out.
Interesting.
And then we got to figure out what are the things that you are putting on your hair. Yes, the products that you're putting on your hair, but what styles are what styles are you wearing? What kind of pillowcases are you sleeping on? What are you wearing? A lot of hats. Like there's so many different things that goes into it. But we got to look at those factors.
So do you also offer like consultations with folks as well, or are we just doing product only?
So yes, I do offer consultations to get to the root of why people are experiencing what they're experiencing, and also help them with customized solutions catered to them and where they are.
Okay. And like in your experience about how long, like if people are consistent, following a plan, and a lot of times you need like someone to walk along, with you to be consistent. But like, how long before you start seeing some results? So it's like, because sometimes you exercise and then you get down, but then you blow back up because you never really got to how you're going to make this consistent. So, like on a stable plan, like how long does it take?
So how long does it take before you start seeing results?
Yeah.
Usually? Okay. So it takes, you can honestly begin when you're using the product, you honestly begin seeing results within the first few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I say, even though I've seen it sooner,
Uh-huh.
but I say you can begin seeing results within the first 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay. Okay.
So with someone I consider to be on a 3-month, give yourself 12 weeks with a thing. It's with a new thing.
Right. You have to build a habit,
You have to build a habit.
Exercise and all those things are a challenge, eating right.
Yes. Give yourself a 3 full months to see a great amount of progress. Because as we know, consistency is key to every single thing. Now, when it comes to the full hair, the full plan, not plan, excuse me, the full line and the system, I recommend for people to use it every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. I know it may not be feasible for some to go through the whole system every 2 weeks, but clean hair, a healthy scalp thrives with clean hair. There's this myth that has been spoken of for as long as I have lived in my short 29 years, but it ranges all the way back, saying that hair grows best when it's dirty. False. You're false. You can suffocate your follicles and you can clog your follicles, and actually it can cause hair loss. So hair thrives on a healthy, clean scalp. So every 2 weeks with the shampoo, but with the droplets, you can put them in daily. Daily for sure. So people will be able to see results within the first 3 to 4 weeks. But I would say give it a full.
I can see that myth that you're talking about because, like, a lot of us are into protective styles, and we're like, if you just don't touch it, like, it'll be growing. But sometimes it can be weak because you weren't able to like cleanse it. You weren't able to put, whatever type of things or minerals that need to be in your hair. For one, a lot of us don't know what needs to be in there, right? So it's really good to hear like what should be happening, because then okay, there is a way for me to have healthy hair, hair that grows, but we need more education in that realm. So I'm so glad like you're tackling this. Well,
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say yes, definitely. We have to know. That's one of my main missions, is to bring education and awareness to it.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to hearing more. And we're so happy that you came today here, Kachelle Roark of Chelle. And if you operate a purpose-driven business and are a leader of integrity, we'd love to find out more about you. Please put a message in the comments. or contact us in the DMs. Thank you so much. Have a good Monday.
Have a good Monday.